Okay, Leos. Excuse me. How are you guys doing today, Leos? I am Nicole, and I hope you guys have a lovely day or a lovely afternoon or nighttime whenever you're able to listen to this. Also, remember to put on your earphones. If not, I got the screen kind of black so you guys can able to read along. So I think I'm going to change the scenery for this one. I just don't know exactly what kind of theme I'm going to put on for this video because I'm having, guess what? A new thing. I'm doing love. But I was going to just do love bombing. So I'm doing love and love bombing. Love bombing is basically for somebody who bombed you, basically just up and left and just don't know where they at. So it's like explosion going off. You're like, I can't believe it. I'm shocked. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, what's going on? So of course you probably said, I know what it means. Some people may feel like, well, I'm talking too fast. What are you really meaning? What are you trying to say here? So that's what I'm saying. It's basically like a love bomb where you feel like somebody just abandoned you and just didn't left no real explanation of what happened, or you kind of know, but sometimes you just want to know exactly like, was it really that? Because sometimes people don't really tell you exactly how they feel about a situation. They just kind of beat around the bush. And they kind of like argue about the different things. Like, say for instance, they might clean the house up, go to school, do. But it's always that one main thing that's deep inside of them that's really annoying them, that makes them feel like, oh, this is a joint point. I gotta go. I'm tired because this really has really got, has really got to the point where I just can't take it no more from you. So sometimes it's just a very annoying in spirit. Excuse me. Sometimes it's a very annoying experience with someone that keeps, you have to stay repeating, or sometimes you just really didn't like that person get go, and it just be the smallest little things that kind of like just like make you feel like, I gotta go. And sometimes you haven't been together with a person for a long time, just something you just all of a sudden just met them maybe once or twice, and you realize that sometimes you have to give someone a chance, right? So when you think you can give somebody a chance, is to have a big relationship with somebody and just realize, I can't do it. It's good. It's gross. It's grossing me out. Ugh. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're either giving someone a long-term or a short-term experience with you, and before you ghost them or before they ghost you. So Leo's your read is always dramatic. Of course, your fire sign. So of course, I got to always, of course, when I do your reads, I can always expect there's a big dramatic scene explosion going on, right? Because fire signs are energy people who constantly on the go, seem to have bad ADH a lot. And as I said before, my fire signs and water signs, if they have facilities built, they should build facilities for water signs and fire signs. Why? Because a lot of you guys can use disability checks. And you may say, I got education. It don't matter. It don't matter if you have education. It's still the things that you do behind your actions speaks louder than your education sometimes. It speaks louder than some of the girls that somebody pushed you up into. And it's like, nah, you probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. Because there's always a strong leadership. Either the earth sign leading the earth. It's either a strong earth sign as leading a fire sign. It's either air sign as leading a fire sign, or it's either a strong earth sign as leading a water sign, or a strong air sign as leading a water sign. If you have water leading both each other, then guess what? You gotta have disaster. Because somebody has to come in and straighten it out and make it make sense, because it's kind of like a big mess. And you may say, I don't see how that's so, because some air sign will. Sometimes you have to sit back and look at it, and it don't make sense to you. Because some things that we do, oh Lord, it must be a woman online now, because she is getting on my nerves. When I say they change shifts, you can tell the man's come in, you can tell the woman's shifts come in, so watch and listen to what I'm doing. Okay, it's time for us to come in and see what she's doing and see what she's talking to herself about now. She's leaving. Okay, Leos, let's see what's going on in your life with love. Okay, and I'm going to start with love first, and then I'm going to love body. Watch the videos all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, share, and subscribe. And so, if I have enough subscribers, I can go live. Right now, if I go live, you're really not going to be able to see me at all. And you're going to be seeing the silver because my camera they ain't gonna hear it charges you for that. Back in the days, you got a good camera with the thing. So I have to either buy one, and I have like 3 of them in the storage room, but it's a lot of junk in there. So you have to buy your own camera, or you have to pay for their camera. Amazing, right? So they want to make sure you pay a monthly fee for that, or pay it once a year. So they give you a bad camera on purpose, versus they used to be built with a very amazing camera. Back in the days, we used to have an awesome camera. Nowadays, we have a bad camera. And it's crazy. The one that they give you is such low quality that it's unreal, because I watch my TV screens in 720 and it don't look that freaking bad. So therefore, they're trying to rip you off. I said, y'all know how to scam, don't you? They get mad when they have to pay a big lump sum of money in lawsuits. It just don't make sense. Do the right thing, class, so God can have your back when you're going through frivolous stuff. But you cheat somebody gonna cheat you too. But anyway, I'm just talking to be having self talk, right? Because I know anybody hears but me. Well, anyway, besides those as far as spying, unhacking, all ears, all buttery, right? So anyway, maybe stop acting cuckoo on Leo signs. Okay. So I'm going to start off in the past, but I didn't pull as much for the past because I'm doing love bomb at the end of the readings. So love bomb is basically I'm gonna pull a few cards that's relatable to what happened for the person to ghost you or to leave you. So in the past, Leos, I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like you're searching for information. I feel like you guys are trying to figure out what happened to this person. Why are you single for some of you guys? And I feel like you know why you're single, but you want to play blind to that. And I feel like a lot of you Leos, you could have been stubborn about what was going on around you. And some of you guys are not necessarily single, you're just probably working so hard to it feels like you're single, or the person who you with is probably working so hard to it feels like you're single when you're not actually single. So some of you guys could work in a restaurant, some of you guys could be a cook, some of you guys could be have your own working in what you call it, what is that, farmer, or some of you guys probably own your own what you call it, grapevine, where you just go out there and you make wine and stuff like that. So I feel like some of you guys working there, and I feel like a lot of those things are taking the attention away from your family. So maybe you're occupied with work and not actually, you know, home with your wife or somebody, or someone is doing that to you, Leo, and making you feel like, oh, well, their job is more important than me, and you don't see this person. So maybe the person might have dated somebody on the job, and maybe that's probably why you haven't seen them a lot, and maybe because they're at work all the time, they kind of like have this little fast fling with somebody who they work with. So some of you Leos may be dealing with energy where the person who you're dating may be flinging with somebody at work, and you may say, why do you get that? Because it's just, when you get to the stage of stuff, you feel like you've been with somebody for a very long time until it gets stale. And when something gets stale and old, then someone gets bored and want to go out and do the little wobble, okay? So this world is not built like it was when it first began, where people were so strict about doing stuff. But now it's like, oh, don't do unto others you don't want unto you. When they used to, like, you cheat, you finna get, you know. So a lot of people feel more loose and free. Like, well, I can just go and do this now? What? It don't take but 5 minutes. He won't even know it, girl. He just be blind to it. For real? And we gonna live to see the next day. So a lot of people are not as bold now and not afraid of certain things. So everything is more like, hey, it's thrown in your face now. So let's move on to the present. What's going on with their Leos? Leos, I feel like for some of you guys, some of you guys may have had a baby and may have dropped the baby off. You know, I won't say drop the baby off. Some of you guys may have had babies and stuff like that. Some of you Leos, I feel like you guys are trying to avoid a situation that you need to let go. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or Aries, or maybe a Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces. And I feel like for some of you guys, you're trying to end a situation that you're in with somebody, but you keep going back to the person over and over again. I feel like for some of you guys, you're just tired, you're rested, but you always argue with this person, whoever you go back to, and you may feel like sometimes you may lay together in the bed, but at the same time, it's just a one-night stand with you get between you two guys, and then you go about your business. But I also feel like you guys are just, I don't know. I feel like you don't want to start a new beginning with this person, even this person might discuss it with you to start with. I feel like you had the plans to go and start a new beginning, but I feel like it turned into a one-night stand thing. And what I mean by one-night stand, it's like we got the hearts for each other, and that's it. And going to and going, you know. So it wasn't something that was, even though you didn't end it, you still kind of like, it's not trying to figure out a way to how to create this. It's like you can't start the match, even though the match is there, but it's not enough suffer on it. But it's to give it fame. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need more of something to get it started, and it seems like you don't have it. It's like something's trying to tear you guys apart, and you don't realize that. So you're trying to figure out ways how to trick it, and every time you do, the ball falls out your hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every time you think you can juggle something, or you got a way of managing something, the management part, the skills of it just all just go to the right? And it's because you're making your life as a nightmare with someone who's married, okay? So this person here is married for some of you Leos, and if someone is married, that means that you're taking a risk with your own luck, okay? So it's like, even though this person is separate from you, you still causing yourself to be doubled in work, because that's just a rule that is not supposed to be broken. And when you try to do things your way and try to ignore the way God has things set up in his life, then you will constantly go through what you call a deep faith of bad luck. And even though you think it's nothing to it, but it's always like you're trying to always start a car and it has a starter in it, but a starter that you keep replacing, thinking that, oh, it's going to start now, but it's a brand new starter, but it doesn't start because God is in control of everything. And so no matter what we think, we're trying to restart with someone, and it's going to definitely start and be a beautiful run, and it end up not running at all because we keep doing things according to what we want to do it, and it's not in the ordains or right ways of doing stuff. Okay, so basically, it's what I'm saying is that you can sit back and say, okay, I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this when I get this money. But at the same time, you gotta work twice as hard and still ain't making the money that you're supposed to make, okay? Or something goes up to the money goes to another account, and then you gotta try to figure out how to get the account. It's like, oh, it takes 7 to 8 days for it to come back into your account. Oh, we gotta investigate the money. So it's like, what? What do you mean? You can't investigate my money? Just get back to me. As quick as it left, can I get it quickly get it back? And they're like, nah, it takes 7 to 8 days before we can investigate it, or it takes 2 weeks before we investigate it. So it takes a long circle. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you need money to pay for something else, you need money to do something, or you need money to move in a house and car. And this bill doesn't pay for car note and insurance. But the jobs around you don't see that. You have to work 2 or 3 jobs, but now you don't have a car to get back to both jobs because now the car is out of emission. And so now you got to pay for a car note and insurance on the car that you can no longer use, okay? So it doesn't make any sense. And you're like, where's this luck come from? Because you had this one night stand with this person who was a married woman or married man, and you're thinking that, oh, what would you do? I don't left you. Now my luck is going to be good. No, you still have to suffer that energy that you feel like, oh, it doesn't matter to me. This is, you know, that stuff doesn't really actually work. Well, it is working because now your car is out of commission. Now you got to figure out how to find another way of getting another job, because the job that you went to a job interview, you can't make it because you have no transportation. You get what I'm saying? So it's always a way of something that's happened bad, and you're trying to figure out why it's like that. Because of things that you're doing, you know, you have to stay out of the zone of doing the things that you think that according to your desire is right, when in reality it's not. It's just like me doing spiritual world and saying that God approves of this and he loves this, when I know for a fact that I can't tell you that that's what he wants. That's what he wants. That's what he likes. That's not what he wants. That's not what he likes. Doesn't like this. Doesn't approve of this. This is something that I'm using as a tool to say, hey, help me, versus me just sitting here for spiritual world saying, well, hey, ooh, dreams. He can send dreams and he can send all kind of things before me. And sometimes I don't even have to use this. It just overflow if I just let it flow. But at the same time, a part of me is just like, no, don't spook me out. I'm human. Let me be. Let me be human. Don't spook me out because I get scared sometimes. Let me just be regular and figure it out this way. Even though this way may not be so happy with him, but allow me to try to do the right thing and not be in a way that I have to say, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to put it in that type of way. So yes, I have a lot of times where I'm just allowed to say, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? You know, versus me just going out here like, let me tell you, you finna get $1 billion right here. All you Leos finna get rich. All you Leos finna get money. And then it's like shut it down. I get tired, sleepy, get a headache, I get sharp pains. Those are the weapons that I get if I come on here and try to be deceitful and try to lie and try to make you out to look like you finna win. You finna win a lottery day. You finna get 10,000. You finna get 10,000. You finna get a brand new house. You finna get. I said I pray in the name of Jesus that you are able to get those things. I don't guarantee you that those things are for you. Finna get it. And you may say you need to speak that way. I cannot speak that way because I didn't come on here to be a homie clown. Okay, I didn't come on here to try to give you my version of draw you in some me because that's God gives us free will. You have free will to go to God. You have free will to go into heaven. So why should I be the person who sits back and try to pretend that I'm God and try to pretend I know all that is? No, I don't. I don't know nothing. I don't know unless it comes to me. Okay. So I'll be lying to you. And I say this all the time, so, and like I told him, I don't want God to put too much into me because I've already had that experience. I know what it feels like to be overflowing with stuff that you can't use. You can't tell nobody nothing because nobody's listening. I can't say nobody, a few people may listen. The AI definitely won't listen. But at the same time, I'm human. And to me, it's kind of like, it's worth of being a trillion, but it's worth nothing to me, really. Because I'm still poor dusted. I eat damn dust for food sometimes. So, what's the purpose of me giving myself all like that to people they use it and get rich, and I use it, I get nothing. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So if they want it from them, that they come from the people that they actually eat off of it. I don't eat off that stuff like that. I can't survive off of that. So it doesn't matter to me if I get all the answers in the world because I don't eat off of it. Nobody pays me for that. Nobody rewards me for that. And it's not so much as pay me for it, it's just I don't get rewarded for it, I go to you and give you all the and at the end of the day, I'm still stuck looking crazy, So what rewards do I have if I sit back and give the world everything and the world turns around and say, we just wanted you to turn to dust, but we're not going to reward you for giving us nothing. We don't care about you. What do you want us to have pity for you, And it's not have pity. It's like, I'm a human. I have to survive like everybody else, So what's the purpose of me giving you all the answers and my answers are worthless to me? Me giving you information is worthless. It's for my business. But make sure you guys have a table to eat off of. And make sure you survive. Meanwhile, I can't survive. And then people say, oh, you're copying everybody, you're doing this. Okay. I think we're all humans. I think we're going to pretty much speak the same words at times. So, and if you ain't speaking all the same words, then you just probably a fraud. You're just trying to get money out of people. I don't know. It all depends. Everybody have a key to the puzzle sometimes. Some people puzzle to somebody's desires is a little bit more greater, like I say. A lot of people have kids and husbands and they feel like, hey, you can relate to me and I want to listen to you because you're going through the same stuff I'm going through. So some people feel like I don't want to get in line with Jesus because I can't relate to Jesus because I don't see him, I don't believe him. People have made him look bad and I ain't trying to hear him. So you got to look at Jesus for yourself, not for somebody else to say. Because preacher can tell you all day the right thing, but at the same time he can show you wrong things and you think that's God. And that's not of him. That's the devil cast in wolf sheep clothes. He don't came into the temple of the Lord trying to imitate the righteousness. But anyway, Leos, I feel like for some of you guys, you have pretty much hand here. It looks kind of like, I feel like you have to pay attention and create good karma, because if you don't create good karma, Leos, this is always like nobody wants to live this lifestyle. Okay, nobody wants to live like this. Let me start for one, and then we'll work our way all the way down to the bottom. And I really don't want to do it. Transition. Some of you guys are going through an energy where you either had a baby, or you had to move from where you was at, or you bought a new car and the car let you down as soon as you got it. Some of you guys are laying down trying to rest before the storm gets here. Why? Because some of you guys may have to battle with the arguments of if you're married to somebody, you might have to sit back and try to figure out how I have to figure out what we're going to say to each other now. That's what causes a huge conflict. Next, I'm waiting to see what she's gonna do. I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do. Somebody who has spent a long time with long you have spent, how can you say, you have invested a lot of energy in this person, a lot of time in this person. You have grown seeds with this person, and now you're trying to figure out, are we gonna harvest this together, or are we gonna just let it go and let to the fields? Basically, it's like the ground has not tilted good yield, so therefore it's taking forever for the product that you want to come out of there, or to produce or manifest like it's supposed to. So for some of you Leos, you could have thought that you was going to plant apples, and the apples are going to harvest you apples, right? Instead of them harvest you apples, it seems like the ground was right, and so therefore the apples fell on the ground and the apples tainted. So therefore now you have to replant those things and wait for the ground to tilt something that's new. So this relationship that you in, then you expect this person to be loyal to you, you expect the person to be faithful to you because you married this person, you thought the person was going to be all da da da. And then you realize that the ground is rotten. And you realize this person is spoiled rotten. Or you realize this person has a bad attitude. Or this person has a drinking problem. And now you have to move away from this person, constantly in a battle of conflict with this person. For some of you Leos. Because maybe they have addiction problem that you can't deal with, okay? Maybe they go to the store and it's still too much. Or maybe it's you, Leo. Maybe you gotta have this chicken stuff too much. Something that you need to work on so that your look can also be transferred accordingly. You don't want to reflect what you do to other people, okay? That's why I say you have to be mindful of things that you're doing. The creation. Some of you guys are trying to start a new creation, but at the same time, you wanted it to happen yesterday. But because you wanted to happen so fast, things did not pan out that way, because it was like, well, if we da-da-da-da, if we watching, shake things, make a bed rattle, then we gonna be able to invest in our ideas and be creative. But what happened was things kind of got rocky, and it was like, nah, it's still stuck in dream world. It has not been able to become a solid thing this year, because the fact that you did it the wrong way instead of just, go ahead and create what are you trying to create. And you may say, I'm confused, what do you mean? Say for instance, like, if you guys are not married and you just met this person, or this person is married and got somebody else and you see what this married man, then you guys had intimacy, and whenever you had made the bed rock, that bed rock can cause yesterday's luck to be bad. Okay? And you may not understand that part, but that's like a pattern you have to look at for yourself and see that that's the results of your going through what you're going through. Now you feel like you have to work twice as hard. Or you may feel like you're in this relationship and you feel like, my goodness, it seems like I'm carrying everything. I have to do everything. And this other person is not helping me. Maybe the kids. Maybe you have way too many kids. Or maybe you feel like you're stressed out. You're trying to get the paperwork first. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to do this and do that, and you feel like all this on you and not somebody else. So there's different things. So yes, listen to me, inspire on me if you like, because I'm going to get you too, Virgo. So everything feels like it's on you. You may feel like you're too stressful. You feel like it's too much, and you feel like you can't actually see yourself through this, because once again, if you're carrying a lot of stones, of course you can't see how to play the cards. You may feel like somebody played you falsely, somebody actually did some crap with your work. It could have been a third party, but at the same time, there's some energy that you need to investigate. You need to understand what is actually going on, because paperwork is not true to its state. And you may say, what do you mean by that? Because the details here is not being presented. When I see this card reversed, it means somebody plotted some evil shit against you, and this person here is not telling the truth, because the truth card is upright. Upright means that the secrets that was holding from you is revealed. But so that means that someone is holding back the truth. Someone does not give you the correct documents or correct paperwork that you need to know. So maybe it's something to deal with blood work. So somebody a little evil, crooked thing of dealing with blood work. So somebody tricked you and ghosted you, because you got the Two of Pentacles and you got the High Priest. The High Priest is about truth. When she's upright, she's speaking in truth. When she's reversed, she's speaking lies. And Three of Pentacles is together plots. But this is paperwork being done. But this is three people who did this together, who know for a fact that what they did was actually false. So this is false documentation, right? And then you got the water sign here. This is somebody who is trying to be victory in the evil shit that they're doing, because they don't want to make a sacrifice in their life. They don't want to have kids, so they'll be extra petty with something. and they're yet to fetch judgment, which is a card that lets them to know that the karma that you're doing is going to come back around you. They don't believe that. They don't care about that. Then you have this where it's energy where you have to go back and forth out of town, but you may not have to go now because now there's energy where somebody's trying to take something from you. Somebody's coming from out of town to try to manipulate things, to try to take something from you. So that means that they're coming with maybe the kids, but they're also coming with drama, desire, cheat. But at the same time, their conflict and stuff is going to be compromised with them. But at the same time, you're going to be having nightmares. So you have nightmares about situation that's going on because you need to pay attention to something. Okay? Watch people who are trying to watch you, because once again, there's an energy where people are not going to try to have the right. They're going to try to give up a false paper because the papers that they have is not the truth. This papers is saying papers are the truth, but it's not. So be mindful of blood not being true, or someone trying to pay somebody to do something according to their way. Because this person here is definitely an earth sign. Whatever she's trying to do, she is trying to cause a tower moment. She's lying, stealing, and she's paying this water sign man here who may be in her pockets. But she's paying this person here to do a big lump sum of money. She's probably going to start him at $1,000 or $10,000, maybe $5,000. But I feel like she's going to slide him $1,000 just so that he can manipulate those papers to be in her favor, because she's riding out being nasty, because she do not want you to win their case or with child support, because she wants it to end what's going on, because she thinks that she's a winner. Okay, so be mindful. Don't let them to lock you up because you're overreacting, because this person here has no plans to get locked up. She has no plan to try to get you locked up. So you send it back to her. Let her works the evil be unto her. Let all things that she's doing be revealed and be unto her, because this is the earth sign woman who's trying to cause you a big, huge tower moment. Okay, she's trying to win. She's trying to take it. She's trying to win, because she's winning already. She's about money. She's greedy for money now. So let her works the evil be unto her. That's what you have to pray for, because somebody's trying to come for you, baby. They don't want to see you glorify and sunshine with your kids. They want all the glory for themselves, because they want to look like the championship of it all. Okay, so Leos, don't be that person. Okay, because once again, like I said, you got a big head up here, which means that you're gonna be blown up, pissed off, around. Yeah, you're gonna be pissed off. You're gonna be able to keep it cool. So when you go online, you gotta try to keep it cool, because I feel like you're just gonna feel like you're gonna lose it. And for some of you guys, you do lose a court case, and some of you guys you win. Yeah, y'all, because somebody's lying, deceitfulness. They're not telling the truth. So you better try to set it back up to them, that the rest of evil be unto them. Yep, this Virgo, she's definitely gonna lie. So you better go deep down for the truth, because she got her lie on. She got her lies, her lie. Because she's going to try to play you like a fool and try to make you look like you're delusional. You know what you're doing. And she may feel like you don't have good structure to be able to get what you want. But you can win your case if you don't let this person defeat you. So you got 2 wins right here. And just don't let her win, because she's gutty for you, because she wants to pay somebody to win, and she wants to win. Yep, she's trying to defend herself. She's trying to keep coming. But you gotta let her works the evil be unto her. Every time she come, let her works the evil be unto her. Because she's gonna be determined. I mean, she got her fight sore up. When she gets knocked down, she's trying to get back up again. She's determined that she's gonna win and make black people look bad. But at the same time, in the midst of this, she's gonna be causing a lot of people to get hit in the midst of her doing it. And a lot of people ain't gonna know the destruction that she caused. You know how they take the beast that rises out and cause men to be deceived and manage to go down because of her evil ways? Well, that's what she's doing. And cause a lot of people get affected by what her evil, slick ways of determination to destroy somebody, because she don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she's playing with. but she thinks she does. So let her play. And when she play, they're gonna be blind to the fact that she destroyed everything. She destroyed her mom. And she was the ringleader of trying to charge so many people to go through what they're going through. Because they think just like her, they have the same infidelities, just like she did. But who could warn them? Who could save them? Because they all want to be jelly just like. So, let's see who love bombed you, Leo. Leo's really going to be the shortest one of all. I can't believe this. Hold on, let me see. I gotta look so stale. Okay, Leo, because I was like, your reading's getting too short. So I feel like, what am I doing? Okay, some of you Leos, you could be reminiscent about the time you spent with your kids, maybe the holiday season, like a Halloween just came by. So you guys might be looking at the pictures and reminiscing about your kids. Some of you guys may have lost someone, so maybe that's why you're going back through history. Some of you Leos are probably like, oh my gosh, this baby is driving me crazy. So some of you guys maybe have an active baby who's tearing the house apart. The faster you clean up, the faster you tear it apart. Some of your kids, give them a bath. They got the water all over the place. Give them plenty of food. They got the food everywhere. So some of you guys maybe deal with a very hypertensive baby. They're just like, what's wrong with you? Maybe that's why you don't smoke, get high, and do certain things while you're pregnant, because it comes down your chilling. Some of you. I'm not going to say everybody don't have hypertensive babies because, you know, but sometimes it's in the milk too. But hey, it all depends. Okay. I just said the milk look good. So it could be in the milk, as I said, and as soon as I said in the milk, this right here comes up. Some of you Leos, I feel like somebody is wondering like where the person was, what they did. So somebody could be watching your every move or watching everything that you're doing. I also feel like for some of you guys, you could be meeting somebody up at maybe a Taco Bell, but at the same time, I already did it one time and it came out with Burger King, so I don't have a Burger King. So I guess it was just somebody probably with a girlfriend, boyfriend going to a place where they're arguing about somebody. So it could be a meetup with someone. So be mindful of that, but you don't want to go to jail behind that. As I said before, you guys had cars where you was possibly going. So don't be going to somebody's house. Somebody's a parrot. Somebody puts a package on their porch, somebody comes to try to take it. So be mindful that some of you guys are enjoying the snow, Leos. You guys are excited about the snow. But some of you guys are making snow angels or taking pictures in the snow. And you guys are just enjoying the snow vibe. Some of you guys are probably eating spaghetti. Oh yeah, I just said spaghetti soon. Projects. Some of you guys may be going to the projects, or some of you guys may be getting approved for projects, or some of you guys want to move in the projects, or you're going to a friend house who lives in the projects or apartment like that's owned by housing and stuff like that. So some of you guys may be applying for it, or maybe want to apply for that. And also it could be drama, because usually when I pull it, it's always a drama going on. Somebody might be trying to cover the start some crap, because most of the time when I pull it, it's always nothing that positive about it. I wish all the cards were positive, but sometimes it's positive, but sometimes it's a concern of that. Also tie your shoes walking, make sure your shoes are tied. Some of you guys, like I said, are tired and need some rest. So some of you guys may be working or stressing out so much that you're not getting rest. So some of your Leos need to just let it go. As I said before, in Aries, a lot of fire signs, you guys have a tendency to bring yourself out because you want to be first, or you want to be able to get what you want. So some of you guys maybe feel like, I just gotta. But at the same time, your heart's gotta rest. And sometimes you gotta realize that your body is not a rubber and not plastic, and sometimes you need. So some of your Leos could be on the streets, and you could be pregnant and having the fear of like, what I'm gonna do, and my baby is trying to come, or your baby is kicking too soon, and yeah. So some of you guys could be dealing with somebody who is a maniac for a person that you did. I don't know why this is coming out for Leos, but I think this is something that's got to do with this is probably I don't know. I don't want to say it right now. No. pizza. So some of your Leos could be going by and see the kids, dropping food off. Some of your Leos could be so some of you guys could be I said that for Aries, so y'all could be doing the same thing. Was it Aries or was it Gemini? I think no, it was not Aries, it was Taurus. Taurus was the one with it that was going to do crab night. And I think Aries didn't get it because I didn't do it for Aries. Oh, what I'm doing, I'm looking. It's not funny, but be careful who you date on social media, the apps and stuff. Because some people, it may appear to be one thing and to be a creep on the other side. So, yeah, it's real big on Leos. I don't know if the Leo females is so hyped by everybody to see online. So, Leos, your energy is very much saying you need to stop being so hyped for everybody because you got a lot of lonely people out there. And so, you don't want to be the one that somebody have to figure out where they got you pinned up. So, because this is crazy here. When I say it's like reading fire signs, it's like reading hell. It's like, do humans actually do that kind of stuff? Like, what the heck? When I say Cancers and Leos, you two got the worst ever. It's like, what kind of demons are you guys dealing with? Let them be. But I'm saying fire. That's what I say Aries. Sometimes you guys just love to pay with people who is doing things that's far beyond understanding. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. So now I'm close to the end of the reading. Leos, your readings may be a little bit less than everybody because I don't know why. Because I thought it took a long time. I feel like I dragged out a long time. But for some reason I can't get past 30 minutes. I'm like, gee, everybody got an hour, and Leos, your reading is going to be the shortest. And I know, Leos, you guys are stressing, but the cards are really horrible. Okay, for some reason, your energy for this month of February is going to be like, what in the world? It's like a nightmare. I don't know if because Psyche is coming out and maybe Leo is in Aquarius, so be mindful, Leos, what's going on, because your love seems kind of like dramatic, real bad dramatic, and then it seems like you deal with a lot of energy where, oh my gosh, a kiss is either dramatic, they're stressing you out, they're all over the place, they're tearing up the house. I mean, like, what in the world? Oh, kind of, what is this? It's like, somebody get me a broom and a mop. I've never seen people, I mean, I have, but just, what? Can I get some Romeo and Juliet here? Something. Okay, Leos, let's do love bomb. So now for do your love bomb section. Who love bomb you? Boom, 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 boom. Who love bomb? Yes. Or who did you love bomb? So someone love bombed you, or did you love bomb them? You can tell who love bomb who when I read this, whether or not it resonates with you or somebody else love bombed you. So what's happening? What is happening? What's happening? I love bombed you because you were too natural, and I prefer a woman who actually comb her hair and dress nice and not too Mother Earthy. Okay, so somebody did not want to smell earthy all the time. They did not want you come around here looking like, hey, I got an afro and pick it out. I don't wear deodorant. Oh, I don't shave anything. I keep it all natural. Uh-huh. Somebody was like, they're tired of smelling garlic and onions all the time. It was like, no. I'm done with the garlic. God. I'm done smelling garlic raw. My eyes are burning. I think you woke up the dead people. We're not having it. I think they want brains now. No. Somebody's not having it. So I don't know if this resonates with you, Leo, or maybe this person love bombed you because, yeah, they was feeling the natural style. So you was natural boy city. There was like natural girl about here. Okay, I love bombed you because I just wanted and nothing a long-term relationship. So somebody just wanted a one-night stand game. They didn't want it for a long time. I love bombed you because you talk and talk too much. So somebody didn't like the fact that you talk too much. Either you or them. You didn't like the fact that they talk too much. So one way or the other. Love bombed you because you got pregnant. So somebody got pregnant and they're not with a baby. I love bombed you because I found out that you are planning on marrying your boyfriend who came to my job to tell me that he's about to marry his boyfriend. I asked, are you talking about my ex? And he showed me your picture. So therefore, if you're a female, Leo, and your boyfriend is about to marry a boyfriend. So that means that someone came to your job to be extra petty to let you know that they are about to marry your boyfriend. So for some of you guys, it's probably why this at the Taco Bell having a fight, because somebody came to the job and showed somebody that how I go with your boyfriend and we about to get married. And it was like, oh, wow, what the heck? Oh, he ain't gonna marry me, we're gonna marry you. So it is what it is, right? You're living it. I love bombed you because we been together for 5 years and you still have not changed jobs. You still have not moved out this house. And we're still doing the same old thing. And you hadn't even asked me to marry you. So you know how you get with somebody, you tell someone, hey, we're going to have some magical growth here. And we're going to, change in 5 years. And within 5 years, we're going to make this happen. But right now, I want to get a better job, a better position. And the better position hadn't came. The better job had came. The better house didn't come. So the career move has not expanded. So therefore, someone has abandoned you in the hotel because they felt like they was going to never get married. And sometimes people love that. Sometimes the people that you're in a relationship with, sometimes it's like they have a energy that is blocking you from being successful. And sometimes when they leave you, you actually progress. So for some of you Leos, you guys, I see you elevate. Well, when you go back, when you elevate, you get this ego and say, oh, now look at me now. And you go off and have, and then once you do the little bang bang, and then your ego goes down because you lose everything. So stop returning back to people who you have not elevated in your life. So that means if you're down, that means there's something going on there that you don't need to be there. Okay? Especially if they're married. And you feel like you're never getting anywhere with that person. But at the same time, you may feel like, oh, eventually it's going to happen. And it don't happen until you leave that person. And then when you leave that person, then all of a sudden your luck changes. You're able to get a car. You're able to get a job. It's like, well, dang, what happened? See, sometimes you have to pay attention to patterns in life. Even when people telling you like, oh, that's not how, it's not, I don't want to believe that. You never want to believe it because you feel like that's not the reason. You can work it out your way and you can do things your way, and then come to find out there is a God. Oh God. Anyway, I love bombed you because you just didn't satisfy me anymore. So somebody love bombed you because you didn't satisfy them, or you love bombed them because they didn't satisfy you. Lesson 1. I love bombed you because I can't have babies and I need a woman that can keep my family legacy going on. That's the only way that I can inherit my money is by having children. So therefore, some of you Leos dealing with the energy where somebody love bombed you because you cannot have any babies. And because you can't have any babies, you can't keep their legacy going on. And sometimes family people legacies have a clause in there saying that you have to have a son, you have to have a daughter, or you have to have kids in order for you to get this money, or otherwise you don't stand to get this money because they feel like you're not gonna keep the generation going on. So lesson 1, I love bombed you because you slept with my best friend and he found out. So therefore, the guy that you're dating, you try to keep the secret about seeing with your best friend. So instead of him confronting you and telling you that you slept with the best friend, he just disappeared. So they didn't bother to tell you what happened. He just said, well, if you want to be that person, you'll be that person. So sometimes people just leave you hanging dry and you don't know the answer. And the answer is based on that. And sometimes you know the answer. Sometimes you just ignore the fact that that's actually the main reason why. Sometimes you won't think it was another thing, and your mind was trying to go off on another world and make yourself seem like you're perfect and make it seem like what you did was not a big thing. So when you're delusional or you deny stuff, for some people, when you play that innocent role so long, you kind of be delusional about what actually did go down. So sometimes you have to come back to reality to realize that this was the main reason, this was the main focus of why somebody actually love bombed you, all got out of there and didn't tell you anything what was going on, how they felt about you. Okay, it says I love bombed you because I'm addicted to gambling and I gamble like a drunk. So in other words, someone gambles so extremely bad that they gamble just like somebody who's abusing drugs, like somebody who has a habit of drinking nonstop or habit doing substance real bad. So that's how addicted they is to gambling. And you always fussing and nitpicking and saying that they can't do it. So, or someone feels like you have a gambling problem and you gamble so much that they can't take it. So that's why they left, because gambling is more important to you. So I know my family's Leo and he definitely has a gambling problem. And he gambles way entirely too much, so therefore I definitely know that fits them. So I like it when I do my love bomb cards and a card comes out for the past couple of zodiac signs I've been doing. I've seen cards that were labeled to people I know. I love bombed you because I knew that you were born into a family of wealth beyond my understanding, and you stand to inherit your granddaddy or parents' inheritance. So once you inherit that money, I took off and left you dry without any money. So somebody knew that you had money and somebody wanted to and just take your money, or vice versa, Leo, you knew somebody had some money. It's like a certain person I know that was Leo. He knew the person was actually stand to inherit some money, and that's the only thing he did was trying to get to know that person so he knew the passwords, he could steal the money out of their trust fund, and that's exactly what he did. So that's what Leo did to somebody. So that's crazy how that came out when I heard that story. So some of you guys did it to someone, or someone did it to you, Leo. Vice versa. There's different people in the world, and you just never know that somebody else actually experienced that too. So this has been your reading, Leos. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it makes sense to you guys. I know I talk so fast, but I was trying to get it done within an hour, so I get a lot of information out too. But hey, until next time, Leos, I hope you guys be a blessing to those around you, and also those of you who believe in God, be a blessing to others. And those that you are struggling trying to find a place to stay, I hope that you're able to get an apartment or get the house that you're trying to get approved. Also, I hope that you guys that are trying to get transportation to food in your mouth, that you're blessed to get those food in your mouth, okay? And things that you need, okay? Transportation and stuff, it's hard out here, okay? So, as long as you guys are being blessings to people and believing that God exists, I pray there's blessings upon you. If not, hey, it's between you and God. I can only pray. That's all I can do. I don't know what else to push. So, I'm not talking about those who don't believe in Him. It's your free will. If you don't believe in Him, it is what it is. They ain't forced you to. Give us all the free will to understand Him, to know Him, to make it make sense to you, put patterns and patterns together. If you feel like a cat is your God and you feel like a cat gonna save your soul, you gotta look at a cat and say, does a cat design me? How did a cat design me? How I look like you, cat? So some things have to make sense. If you think an idol of a cat is your idol, your God. And if you think a dog is your idol, you gotta look at that dog and say, did you design me? How did you design me? And I talk and you don't. So sometimes you gotta make things make sense to you. Why would you pray to a rock? Did that rock make you? Yeah, he probably did kind of make you because he is dirt. But did he really make you when he don't send that back to you? Sometimes you gotta make things make sense. If it seems like a duh, then maybe you may try again. Even if your ancestors taught you that. Sometimes we gotta get out of the old ways of thinking, because the Lord said, once His word reached the whole entire world, then He will come back. Right now, everybody's doing that dumb, no, I believe it. Okay, it's what it is. Until next time, Leos, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you watch the videos all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also share. So once I go live, my subscribers can get free readings, free readings. Okay. What else do I need to know? Oh, if you need a personal reading, you can look down description box, in the description box, not below the videos, but in the description box about me, and you guys can email me if you like. If not, just keep watching the videos and support the channel that way. That way, guess what? You can watch all the videos right now because they're free, no commercials in it. Okay, so go on and get yourself some. Go watch some of the collectives. Okay, you never know what you might go find collectively. Now, you might find some collective information. Okay, go back and watch some of the Leos. If you hadn't watched In the Leos, if you're new here.